Hello, everybody, and welcome. Well, today's episode is two halves, really. The first half of the episode was recorded before we started our renovation work on our kitchen here at home. The second half I'm recording today. So you'll tell the difference because my hair's grown longer. But can we make a dramatic start to our time in the National League? Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 16 of To Be a Legend, FM 26 style. And we start the series managing Radcliffe, known as the Borough, for FM 26. My name's Mark. Today's episode, we have the first two games of the National League season. It's Hartlepool at home and Totton away from home. It's going to be a tough start, but we're hopefully going to put some points on the board. And if you've watched the transfer special, you will have seen that we have secured renewed contracts for quite a few of the players and brought in a good smattering of new talent, which will hopefully set us right for the National League. We will find out today for sure. Before we commence, let's just have a recap on our recruitment for the summer, transfer history. James Wright, a goalkeeper. Paul Doyle is a defensive stroke central midfielder. Danny Angel, a striker up front. If you watch the transfer special, you know there's a little bit of a problem there. Max Thompson, another goalkeeper. We've got goalkeeping all over here. We've got plenty of space for goalkeeping. And Adam Crooks, he is the other player that we have brought in. Adam Crooks is a central defender. Still need to be some incomings. Not desperate at this stage because, of course, with the National League, there's not a window that will slam shut on us. But we obviously want to try and get off to a good start if we can. Coxall, Cuthbert and Angel outgoing. As we said, the work permit problem with Angel. He has gone to a French side, hopefully to earn himself some points. That means that we can free up the work permit and get him in and up and running for next season. That's what we're hoping will be the case. So, with that all said and done, I don't think there's a great else to tell you. We might as well get the season underway. Hartlepool, our first opponents. Have there been any games played to date? I'm not sure there has. No, 16th of May was the last time. So no games played. In fact, Rochdale and Solihull Moors, I think, played an early game. Rochdale, have they beaten them? Yeah, I think they've beaten them by 1-0. So Rochdale off to a good start. Rochdale, of course, knocking us out of the FA Cup last season, I think it was. One thing that was in our thing was competition expectations. The board expecting us to reach the first round of the FA Cup, third round of the FA Trophy, and we're relegation favourites for the National League. Scrub over that if we can. Attempt to avoid relegation is what they want us to do. That's what we will set out to do. Let's get it underway then. Let's see if we can beat Hartlepool at home in our match day 1. And here we are on match day 1 against Hartlepool. And this is the side that we hope will do it and introduce you to some of the new players as well as we go through the team. Max Thompson makes his debut in goal. Wright is on the bench today. He's our other goalkeeper that's come in. We preferred Thompson as our starting goalkeeper. Familiar faces: Robinson, Park, Thornley and Raleigh in defence. Crooks, who's also come in just recently as a brand new a central defender. He will start from the bench today. Patrick Doyle has come in. Sorry, not Patrick. Paul Doyle starts in midfield. a position that Huntley, I think, held quite a bit last season. Glendon is alongside him, so New Boy and Regler are together in midfield. Whittingham is on the left side of attack. Harper is behind Hubbold up front because we've got no new striker in as it stands at the moment. And Deverne Green is out on the right. The bench looking like this then, as we've mentioned. Wright is our reserve goalkeeper. Partington, Crooks, Huntley, Taylor, Greenfield and Rawsthorne are on the bench for this one. And here we are back at Stainton Park. 4-2-3-1, our usual formation. Hartlepool also playing a 4-2-3-1 with defensive midfielders. And they make 2 changes from their last match. And we do have a bit of expertise from the bench today, which I think we struggled with last season possibly. So we have a bit more strength in depth is I guess what I'm saying. And Hartlepool getting the season underway. They're playing in white tops, blue shorts today. And the highlight is going to continue, which normally it would shut off by now. That one cut out by Thornley to Riley. Riley to Harper. Glendon. Glendon through to Hubbold. Whittingham back to Hubbold. Hubbold sees the runner of Robinson. Tried to thread that through. Wasn't a good one, but Whittingham tidies up. Doyle. Robinson, back to Doyle, Doyle to Glendon, Harper, Hubbold, and it's just a whisker over. A long ball forward and it's sorted out. Deverne Green not getting there from Harper. Bit wayward. Muir and Deverne Green winning that ball and he's gone down that wing. And round his man, crosses in. Oof, who was that on that far side? Whittingham didn't get it on target. We have a corner. Glendon with the corner. This one near post. It's away. Hubbold! Hubbold puts it away. And we have a first goal in the National League on 12 minutes. Rifled in by Hubbold, who was on the edge of the area. It was headed away by Marley to Hubbold. Hubbold brought it down, hit it, and it was still bouncing, really. And he was a bit lucky there, coming off the crossbar, but it all counts. This is going to be a throw-in to Hartlepool. One cleared away. And they still have the ball. McNally! And it was a daisy cutter. Beat Thompson. And Reese McNally gets them level. This ball away. McNally heads it down. Francis puts it back in for McNally. And McNally drives it. It took a little bit of a bounce, didn't it? Just caught Thompson out. And it's 1-1 on 15 minutes. So after going behind, 3 minutes, we had the lead. Park out to Robinson. Robinson to Whittingham. Whittingham to Doyle. Doyle finds Robinson. Still Doyle. We're coming forward. Doyle through to Robinson. Robinson just needs to cross this ball in, which he has done. And it's Matt Whittingham putting us in front again on 19 minutes. And we take the lead. Doyle to Robinson. And Whittingham pulled away from the defenders and puts it in the back of the net. Headed away. Hubbold is there. Hubbold holds the ball up as the defence come running past him. Robinson, who caused havoc out there just now. Whittingham. Doyle. Back to Whittingham, who's come inside a little bit. Glendon. Park. Pops one over the top. Hubbold! And a good save by the goalkeeper. Goodness me. I thought Hubbold was going to put that away. They have a corner. Marley with the corner. It's this one deep back post. It's headed away. And good shot, but it's over the top. They have a throw-in on the far side. Francis. This ball chipped forward. Riley heads it to Harper. Green. Oof, come back off the woodwork. It beat the goalkeeper. And Hartlepool spared. And we just... And has added time, 3 minutes of added time. We are in the second, we'll just entered the third minute of those added minutes. Harper. Again, tries from distance, but it's over the top. And half-time has arrived, dominant in that first half. We've had 69% of the possession, albeit we've given them a chance and they've taken it to keep themselves in the game. We've not probably put our chances away. 16 shots, 7 on target, 1.11 on the XG. They've had 3 shots, 1 on target, 0.07 on the XG. A good first half and a good start to the National League season, but we need to be a bit more clinical. And it's Hubble getting the second half underway out of Green. And the Green puts it into touch, strangely. And a free kick. Darcy on the ball. Mr. Darcy. This one, Francis is going to get there, cross it in. But a good save by Max Thompson. That's what we've brought him in to do. He's going to launch a long one. Not quite sure why, but he is. Headed down by Thornley into Harper. Whittingham. Hubbold. Glendon out wide to Riley. Riley puts it straight to Green. Green tries to get the cross in, but it's blocked. Muir fires this one forward, but Riley's there to Glendon. Puts it into space for Green. Green to Glendon. Green crosses this one in, looking for Hubbold, but an offside. And we've just passed the 65-minute mark. We've not been quite so good in this second half. And as we hit 70 minutes, we're going to look for some changes. 1 goal lead. We could do with a second goal if at all possible. Nobody's playing badly. The only person could be Riley, and he's struggling out there. If we move Thornley out there, what's Thornley like out there? He's not probably. We'll bring Partington on, I think, for Riley. So Partington for Riley, and do we make a double change at this juncture? Try and give us a bit of an extra impetus. I don't think we need to. No, we'll leave it at that. Just that one change for now then. There's plenty of time left to change this game. And let's hope they can go and do it. We are going to get a corner. Partington is on for Riley. Doyle, who is a good corner taker. This one swung in. It's headed away, though. Thornley runs out to tidy up. This ball crossed in. It's headed away. And Francis is on a counter-attack. And we've got to be careful. He's the danger man. He's been doing a lot of things. But Partington, I think it was Partington won that ball. Or was it Robinson on this side? It's Robinson on this side. Marley rounds his man. And they've scored. Alex Reid. And they are level on 79 minutes. It's been coming. We've not been hanging on to it. And Partington just let Marley run round him. Put it into Reid. And yeah. Right, with that equalising goal going in, it is maybe time to change it up a little bit. Doyle, he's probably not had such a good day out there. Green hasn't. We're going to change green for Taylor. Doyle for Huntley. And we'll also make a change. I think Hubbard's going to come off and we're going to replace him. See if Rawsthorne can actually do what he was doing on loan. They are the changes for now. We have infinite amount of changes, of course. Go out there and see if you can score winning goal is now the cry. As we hit the 90-minute mark, 3 minutes of injury time. This looks like it's going to be a draw. It is a draw. And, well, we found out the hard way that it ain't all going to be our way in this competition. 22 shots, plenty of shots. A lot of them on target, but their goalkeeper very good today, and we weren't as clinical as we should have been. 1.60 on the XG. They've had 36% of the shots, 9 on target. 9 shots, 5 of which have been on target. They've been more clinical than us with their shots, but we're up and running. Well, opening day of the season, and this is how it has panned out. Carlisle favourites, or one of the favourites to take the league, beating Truro by 5 goals to 3. As it turns out, Fylde also promoted with us. They beat Wealdstone away from home by 2 goals to 0. They are off to a very good start. The relegated sides, Accrington 0-0 draw with Sutton United. And I'm trying to think of the other team that came down, actually. As it turns out, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. It was Altrincham and one other, but for life of me, I can't actually remember right now. We'll check in a second. We can probably check from here, actually. Season preview. Who was relegated? It was Newport. Newport County. Right, let's go back and just have a quick look then. Why this keeps switching back, I don't know. Newport 0-0 draw against FC Halifax. Right, table means absolutely diddly squat at this point in the season, because obviously things can change very, very rapidly. Carlisle lead then, number of teams with a win on the opening day. Carlisle, Fylde, Altrincham, Borehamwood, Forest Green and Rochdale. Number of teams drawing, of course, including ourselves. And we start with 9th place as it stands, but as I say, it is really, really early doors. 3 days down to the game against Totton. We'll come back just ahead of that, and you come back and join us. It is match day, and we face Totton at the Silver Lake Stadium. Never played them before, and well, can we go and get a result away from home? Tough first match. Could be equally as tough second match. So here we are on match day 2 of this season's National League, having drawn 2-2 on the opening day of the season at home. We're away today and the team looks like this. It's a right in goal. Robinson, Crooks moving over to the left of central defence. Thornley on the right. Riley is the right wing back. Huntley and Doyle in midfield. It's Whittingham, Harper and Green as the attacking midfield. They are sat behind Rawsthorne, who makes a start up front. And then the bench looking like this. It's Thompson, Partington, Park, Glendon, Taylor, Greenfield and Hubbard. And here we are at Totton. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, made in 2 changes from their opening day game. We're playing, of course, a 4-2-3-1 as well, but more advanced midfielders. That's how the table looks, but of course it's still early days. Totton losing on the opening day of the season. Totton playing in all white tonight. Or are we playing in all white? We're playing in all white. Totton are playing in a blue colour. And it's Totton getting us underway. Dean forward to Harris. And our first highlight comes just 8 minutes in. Doyle with a corner swung in. It's headed away. Doyle picks it up. And Doyle creates some space. It's gone for a corner on the other side. Well, we've created chances so far in this first half. Not taken the couple of chances that have come our way, but is this the chance? Doyle, Riley now. Riley puts it in, and it's all a bit cluttered there. Green just needs to get a nice ball in. He can't. Riley. Green now finds a way through, but it's blocked shot, and it goes into touch. Huntley to Thornley. Thornley finds Doyle as the half-hour mark comes up. Harper, Riley, Green. Green switches angles to Crooks. Crooks to Robinson. Robinson goes for a run. Robinson shields the ball. Chipped in. Whittingham heads it into Harper. And Harper puts it away. And we take the lead on 31 minutes, I think it is, or the half hour, I'm not sure. But it was a well-worked ball. Looking for a different angle. Crooks, a nice ball in. Whittingham flicking it on. And Harper was there to tuck away. And a corner. De Silva to take. 42 minutes in. Headed away. Shot from outside the area. Over the top, though. And half-time has arrived. And that goal on 30 minutes from Harper did open the game up a little bit. They had the early skirmishes. We had the middle of that first half, but they come back into it in the second part of that second half. 57% of the possession. They've had 2 shots, 1 on target against our 8 shots and 3 on target. 1.10 on the XG for us, 0.04 for them. Let's hope we can add to our lead in the second half. I do notice that Doyle has picked up an injury. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And ahead of the second half, we are making one change at half-time. Doyle has picked up a knee injury. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, but as a precaution, we've taken him off and we have brought on Glandon. And Rawsthorne gets the second half underway. Doyle is still on. We have a corner. Jack Robinson with the corner. This one in, near post. It's picked up. A lovely shot. And it come back off the woodwork. And we've had lots of chances again. Not creating many shots on target. And not obviously putting our chances away. Harper to Riley. Riley crosses this ball in, looking for Rawsthorne. Didn't find him. Glendon, Harper, Rawsthorne, and he's got a debut goal. He's put that away, bottom corner, and makes it 2-0 on 64 minutes. This ball in, looking for Rawsthorne. Didn't find him. Harper flicked it back to Glendon, who put it back into the path of Harper. Harper teed it up for Rawsthorne, who put it away in the corner, thankfully. And with 75 minutes on the clock, we did have a look at 65. Decided not to make any changes. Robinson is tired and has picked up a yellow card. So I think Whittingham is tired as well. So that's not going to help us in the slightest. I think we're going to stick with that. Deverne Green isn't having a good day. We're going to replace him with Taylor. And we will also make a change, I think. Who else have we got? Partington can play right wing back. Riley can only play right wing back, so not a lot going on there. I think that is going to be our only other change at the moment. Dom Hubbold can play in there. We're struggling to move things around a little bit. I think we're going to have to sit and just stick with that. So the one change then, we've taken off Deverne Green and brought on Taylor. Dabo with 77 on the clock, swung in. It's headed away, not cleared, still not cleared. De Silva gets plenty of room and puts it away, gets a goal back. And on 78 minutes, 79 minutes, we are pegged back slightly. De Silva given a lot of room, and I don't know who didn't go out to him. Should have blocked that off. And he basically teed himself up. And with 85 minutes on the clock, just going to look to make possibly our final changes. Riley is tired. It's our usual change for Partington. Whittingham, we haven't got anybody else that can go out on that wing. That's the thing. Can Rawsthorne play out there? No, I don't think he can. He's only really a striker. I think we may take him off and bring on Hubbold for the last few minutes. Or do we take off Harper and bring on Hubbold for the last few minutes? That's what we'll do. They are all our changes. We still have one that we could make, but we're not going to. Team talk. Trusting you to go make sure we see the game result out. We'll do that. 4 minutes of added time at the end of this game as we go into the 94th minute. It's all over. We have got a first win of the season against Totton. 2 goals. Puts in front Harper and Rawsthorne on 64. De Silva getting a consolation goal on 78. Made it a little bit squeaky bum for a while. We did wrestle back the possession in that second half. 54% of the possession really outplayed them in the second half. 15 shots, 4 on target. They did keep us to only a few shots on target. 1.61 on the XG there. 6 shots, 3 on target. 0.28. Well, that's not a bad start to the National League season. We haven't lost. Where will that leave us in the table? Well, we're going to start with the bad news. And the bad news is that, Doyle has picked up a sprained knee ligament injury. He's going to be out for 3 to 5 weeks, which is bad news, I think, from our point of view. Today's results, as we have a quick look at them, and as we look down, Forest Green beating Yeovil, Altrincham beating Fylde, Bournemouth Maidenhead got a draw. Braintree 3, Eastleigh 0, Halifax 1, Wealdstone 1 0, Rochdale beating Scunthorpe, Sutton and Newport a 1-1 draw, a 2-1 win for us against Totton, of course. Truro beating Woking. What does that mean for the table? It means we've moved up into 6th position on 4 points, and we're behind Boreham Wood and Braintree. Altrincham, Forest Green and Rochdale, just the 3 sides currently with a 100% record. Carlisle, who were top at the start of the day, still have to play, and they could look after their 100% record. They're the only other team that can do so, and I think they are the team this season to beat. That is for sure. So, good opening 2 games of the season. 1 draw, 1 loss. The loss away from home, which is a rather good. And all we need to do is pick it up at home, of course. Yeovil, Fylde and Wealdstone offline. We're going to come back subject to cup games and all the rest of it against Altrincham and Forest Green. Altrincham and Forest Green. Forest Green, of course, one of the sides with a 100% record at the moment. Yeovil, Fylde and Wealdstone will be the teams that we play offline, and we will come back for that game. And I hope you will be able to join me for that. As I said at the opening of this, it's been an episode of 2 halves. Recorded first part before we had our kitchen renovation done, and then I've recorded today's episode. So I hope you've not missed it too much, and I hope that you are back on. And if you're new to the channel, of course, and you've enjoyed today's episode, then leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button that keeps you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend as they are released, and new episodes of To Be a Legend released every Tuesday and Friday. Hopefully we will stick to that from now on. Going to do a lot of recording early part of next week, and they come out at 4:15 p.m. But the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. See you for the next episode. It'll be episode 17, and hopefully it'll be out on Tuesday. Till then, goodbye.